Well, it's a Sunday morning and I'm struggling with what to bring you guys. It's not going to be an overly exciting few days, I don't think. Just sort of, as I mentioned in my last video, it's kind of a bit of a transition phase at the moment. Been catching up with friends over the last several days. So I'm in Geelong, Victoria still. I'm effectively leaving today. So I had a friend over from Brazil, Felipe, who's been here for since just before Christmas, I think, and I haven't seen him for like 10 years, so we've been catching up a lot, and probably won't see him again for another 10 years unless I head to Brazil at some point, which that's a tempting idea. And well, you know, because I basically lived in Geelong area for the last 25 years before I retired. This is where all my friends are. My kids are down here as well, and really that's been my main purpose for coming down here. But I can only annoy people for so long, so it's probably time for me to start moving on again. Today I'm actually driving out of Geelong now. Slept in one of my friend's driveways last night. And once again I'm coming into the Yangs Park on a Sunday morning, which is like the busiest time to ever come here. So parking will be at a premium. I won't get my favourite parking spot up on top of the hill to have my lunch. Anyway, never mind. I reckon it's been about 6 days since my last ride. A lot longer than I'd like it to be, but I've got to get into a bit of a discipline, I think. Even if there's nowhere nice to ride, I need to ride. So dry and dusty out here. Really hasn't been any appreciable rain since I've been here, like for a month. Let's do it. Oh, not quite. Again, not quite. I rode my old bike down here last time, and I must say, this one does feel a lot smoother on the rock gardens. Last year Yangs ride for this trip done. This is probably going to be an act of futility, but I'm going to go up to the turntable car park up the top there and see if I can get a parking spot with a nice view. Oh, I'm in luck. There is actually a spot that's relatively flat that I can use. Fantastic. I figured I'd better eat this corn that I bought like, I don't know, about 6 days ago. Probably last time I rode my bike. Not looking too good now. Anyway, it'll still taste alright, I hope. Alright, no time for sitting around wasting precious time. I need to get up to Melbourne. So apparently the Westgate Tunnel is toll free during January, so this will be something new. Well, it's actually not new. My son Kurt took me through this a few weeks back, but first time through the tunnel for my van, and we have small splashes of colour on the wall. Excuse the bumpy walking footage because I've got a 2-hour park, so I've got to get down here in 2 hours. The place is still under renovations. I don't know where I get into this building. Here we go, a Lego event. Cool. So what are you doing here? Well, you've been here for like 3 days now.
This is day 3, so I'm helping out with the photography here.
Okay,
so,
cool.
Yeah, one of my mates has over the years done photography for Brickvention.
Nice.
And unfortunately double booked themselves this year. So.
Fair enough, so you got the gig.
Yep, so I've done it previously for them, I helped with them, and this year they sort of gave it to me, and they're running around at the moment somewhere.
Yeah, cool. Just saying to Kurt, I remember when this space Lego actually got released, I was like, probably about 8 or 9 years old. I didn't have a lot of it, but I actually had that kit there as a purchasable kit. I always wanted some of these big spaceships, but never had any of those. Apparently this is the great ball contraption, so what's going on here is that a whole bunch of builders have a set start point and finish point for their section of it, and everybody just builds an individual point of this whole machine, and it just ferries balls around the circle all day. And it's basically running from way over that side of the room, zigzagging over the tables, up there, across here, all the way down there, and back around there. That was a bit of fun. Haven't gone to one of those Lego exhibitions since I think I was probably about 13 or 14. Anyway, used to be really into Lego when I was younger, and I had quite a few sets, technical sets and all that sort of stuff. It's good fun. Now I do have one thing I need to sort out with Kurt before I skip town, and that is removing my old solar panels which I've left in his backyard. Unfortunately, he didn't forget that I left them there, so yeah, I've got to go pick them up and deal with them. So I'll drop around his place tonight and just get him in a spot where I can access them in the morning, and then I'll grab them and try and take them to a waste recovery centre. It might be interesting, we'll see what happens. I reckon this looks like a nice spot to hang out for a while. Pretty warm day for the first time in a few weeks. 28 degrees today and the sun is baking. Car park camping. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's like 7:45. I'm trying to catch up on a bit of sleep. Oh my goodness. Maybe it's just this time of year. There's, you know, I guess there's a lot of people out on the roads, holidays, whatever else. But I went down to a spot where I've stayed quite a few times before, down behind Flemington Racecourse, and there was heaps of people there. With a caravan, probably about 3 or 4 vans, slide-on camper, rooftop tent. Because that spot's near the river, you get a lot of people coming down there fishing. So yeah, there was a lot of cars coming and going, you know, till quite late, and I did drift off to sleep and was woken up by a car coming in, and it's next to Flemington Racecourse, and where I parked, there must have been some sort of machinery on the other side of a wall or something. All I can think it was like a sewage pumping station maybe. But yeah, just intermittently this motor would start up and start making all this racket, and then switch off after a couple of minutes. And yeah, come midnight, I'm like, stuff this. I've got to go somewhere else. So I reverted back to this car park, which I always get a good night's sleep here, reasonably good night's sleep. But of course, getting here at midnight, and then you know, it took me about another hour before I could settle down and actually get back to sleep again. And then this one's close to a train line, so the train stopped at about 1 a.m, which is unusual. I thought they usually stopped a bit earlier than that, but then they start up at 5 a.m, so that was 4 hours sleep. Today's massively annoying task is to get rid of these solar panels. I hope the waste transfer station takes them. I rang them and they were just super vague. Just, yeah, we should be able to take them. I don't know. Just check with the guys when you get here. That's why I'm ringing you. I don't want to check when I get there. This is looking good. I've had to come out all the way up to Mooney Ponds because that's the waste recycling spot for for where my son lives. But yeah, no charge for cardboard or the solar panels. Awesomeness. Very happy with that. Well, it was half an hour drive to get here, but at least the dumping was free. I'm sitting down here just in a park opposite the Melbourne River, which is actually quite close to the recycling centre I just went to. My plan for the rest of the day is, after eating lunch, I'm probably considering going for a bike ride along the river here, so I might do that. But I've not got a stack on here. I'm going to drop over to my son's place tonight and see him for a while, and then I'll be heading out of here, so probably tomorrow I'll get moving. Warming up a bit today, 30 degrees, nice. So I was thinking about going for a ride by the river, but it was a bit hot out there, so I've come down to the bay side. Looks a bit more interesting anyway. No, it's a lot cooler down here, but actually quite windy as well. Heaps of swans out there on the bay. Nice. I have left Melbourne. I've been driving for maybe an hour now, I guess. Yeah, probably about that. So, yeah, not the earliest of starts, which is pretty typical for me. Weighbridge, 2 kilometres ahead. So I'm just heading past Broadfoot along the Hume Highway, and there's a free weighbridge here. So this is an essential stop for anyone in the van on the way north. 34.80 we're sitting at. So I'm probably, I'm a few litres down on fuel, but probably only about maybe 5 litres, 10 max, let's say. So 10 litres is about 8 kilos. So yeah, that means I've got about 60 kilos spare. I do have my box of tools here that I don't normally carry with me. So that's probably the 10 kilos. So you could probably say, yeah, 34.80 is pretty reasonable with full tank of fuel. What does this all mean though? Like, you know, really GVM is your maximum weight that the car is designed to take, allowable weight anyway. And, you know, if you're over that, you can get in a little bit of trouble if you get pulled over and weight tested on the side of the road. The odds of that happening are pretty slim. I really haven't heard of anyone that's had it happen. You know, every now and then there's a bit of a blitz that goes on with the road authorities and they might do it. But, you know, look, I'm under anyway, so I'm fine with just me in here. Obviously, if I bring a passenger, yeah, passengers have to be skinny, preferably naked, and don't bring any clothes, which, you know, that's preferable anyway. Where am I? Milawa. So I'm not far from Bright now. I'm just trying to find the old bakery. Here it is. Right. So back in my miserable working days, I used to go on test trips, not often, but every now and then with a bunch of the guys from Ford. We'd bring cars out and do cold testing out in the snow, and we'd drive out this way to Bright, go up into the mountains, whatever else, and they always used to rave about the pies at Milawa Bakery, so I figured I might reminisce. Well, it looks the goods. It's always hard to find a good pie. Anyway. Oh. I went the beef, cheese and bacon. It's pretty good. Nice crispy, flaky pastry. That's what I like. That was a really good pie. And this is a nice fake Tim Tam. Oh, that's a lot of driving by my standards these days. 4 hours out of Melbourne. One last look at my nice clean van, because this is going to get all dusty and dirty while I'm around here. I'm already in a dirt car park. I was planning on going for a bike ride around town, just sort of showing you what's around here, but then I started to hear thunder. Looked at the radar and there's a massive storm just brewing up in the mountains, so I reckon in about 10 minutes time it's going to start pouring with rain. But not a big storm. There was a lot of rain on the radar. I think we just sort of clipped the edge of it here, so but as you can see on the window, it's wet. Not going out on the bike now, so I think maybe over the next day or so I'll check out the town, show you a few shots of there, or maybe I won't. My plan is really just to hit the mountain bike park while I'm here, so it will be Mystic Mountain Bike Park hopefully tomorrow, and this will be awesome because it will sort of damp down the track a little bit. That'll be really nice. It's like 20 to 5 now. I think I might drop in the Woolworths, then I might just, I don't know why, I just get some fruit. I haven't got any fruit. And then I might go find somewhere to sleep for the night, I think. I will give up on the night idea of roaming around town. Yeah, see if I can find myself somewhere quiet. I reckon this will do me. Well, there you have it. Beautiful spot. Well, it's getting late on Tuesday. I'm going to cut this video off now, and tomorrow I'm going to go out mountain biking. I promise the next video will be a bit more interesting. It's going to have a lot of mountain biking, that's a given, but I'm going to go for a bit of a nice drive over the top of the mountains as well, so I'm hoping we get some nice views. If nothing else, I'm going to have a lot of nice drone shots, so look forward to that one. It's going to be a good drive, actually. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.